All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Leopard!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one completes a read. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gone!
Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll... make it 3rd down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown in there to get him for a loss of 5.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has...
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Lauletta fresh off the pick 6. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Lauletta. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Lawletta. Looking for Shepard deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Set. Blue 90.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot them 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's good for 22 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll set up a throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's Barkley on the counter, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta letting one go. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lauletta on 1st down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now here's Lauletta. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And this will be caught at the 30. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 46 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. He'll look to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Off to Geis on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Lauletta on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Detroit!
Lauletta now to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here come the Redskins now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Zach Brown in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
No. Check. Patriot.
Lauletta. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Saquon Barkley, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta to Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Go!
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
He finds Beckham complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun! Detroit!
Lauletta to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
All right, now, lucky 56.
This is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Now it's Crowder. Dances by him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, this is Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Redskins with a football and the lead as we start the fourth. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On first down, it's Lauletta. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They run with Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree. Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw here. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Geis receives the pitch. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again here with Davis. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.